Welcome to Harbin, a place where it's -20 and even the dogs are dressed like pandas. This is my Harbin winter trip, cold, magical, and full of food. We landed in Shenyang at night, and the winter wind just slapped us in the face like welcome to the north. Checked into Ruifeng International Hotel, dropped everything, and went straight into hibernation mode. Our first rare morning in Shenyang, had hotel breakfast and then immediately went for second breakfast at a place called Yichengxian. The table was full, and the best part, 3 different types of dumplings. By the end, I felt like I had spiritually transformed into a dumpling myself. Before entering Shenyang Imperial Palace, I got distracted by a super cute white fox near the entrance. So naturally, photo session first, culture second. Then we headed inside the palace. With the snow, the red walls, and ancient rooftops, it looked straight out of a historical drama scene. When evening came, we walked through Zhongyang Pedestrian Street. Winter lights, street snacks, people everywhere. Tried ma hua, a crunchy twisted fried dough coated in sugar. Simple, additive, dangerously easy to keep eating. And for dinner, Peking duck at Yan Wei Zai, crispy skin, juicy meat, wraps, sauces. Solid 10 out of 10 ending for day 2. Day 3 road trip towards Changchun. Stopped at a restaurant called Zhan Dunse, known for iron pot stew. You know it's serious when they serve your food still bubbling in a cast iron pot. We ordered their signature dishes, meat stew with pumpkin, corn, long beans, and glass noodles with corn cakes cooked around the edges of the pot. Next stop, the Hill Mall. Cozy interior, winter mountain theme. For dinner, we went to Xiangyang Tun, proper Northeastern Chinese cuisine. Standout dish, sweet potato coated in hot sugar syrup, but you have to eat it fast before it turns hard. We checked into Huatian Hotel, and before calling it a night, we went for a little walk around the area where I found jumbo probiotic, which I desperately needed after all the non-stop eating, and packets tanghulu because of course the eating continues. Day 4 started early as we made our way towards Changbai Mountain, but before that, breakfast round 78 of this trip. I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but I do remember the table being so full. My favorite was this chewy mochi with red bean filling, soft, warm, and extremely stealable. Then we visited Changbai Mountain Wildlife Park, where we saw Siberian tigers, deers, and one very unbothered black bear. Later, we checked into Changbai Mountain Dynasty Sacred Land Hotel, giving full cozy winter lodge energy. Dinner was once again a feast of stir-fried meat and vegetables, and then we enter full hot spring mode. No footage because everything electronic stayed far away. Day 5 started with hotel breakfast before heading to Mudanjiang. On the way, we stopped at Edelweiss Snow Park, which had snow walls, a random astronaut statue, and capybaras living their best -20-degree life. Then we went to another snow activity area. I don't remember the name, but I remember the activity: horse sledding, feeding reindeers, snow tubing, toad tubes, hand-cranked sleds. Also saw a camel just casually chewing hay in the snow. And then, the toilet. Just a hole in the ground, no water, no tissue, just straight back to the earth. Environmental friendly? Yes. Mentally prepared? Absolutely not. Lunch was at Manxi Korean ethnic restaurant. The table was huge, and the standout dish was fried sugar-coated rice cakes, sticky, sweet, and emotionally supportive. After hours on the road, we reached Mudanjiang at night and ate at Lao Heng Tong, another comforting feast. At Mudanjiang World Trade Holiday Inn, my husband and his cousin went straight to the claw machine like arcade legend, while I made eye contact with a rabbit in a display pen because yes, this lobby had birds, rabbits, and arcade games. After breakfast, we headed to Xuexiang Snow Village, also known as Real Life Snow Globe World. First thing, lunch feast, and my absolute favorite was the deep fried seaweed. Crispy, salty, addictive. I would have eaten the whole plate alone. We walked around the village, snowy rooftops, lanterns, frost in the air. Every breath looked like dragon smoke. I spotted a photography studio and immediately decided I needed dramatic snow photos for memory. I survived a -20-degree photo shoot with a photographer who moved faster than my thoughts and an assistant who kept putting gloves and earmuffs onto me like a Formula 1 pit crew. After my snow model moment, it was dinner time. Mantou, steamed fish, corn, all hot dishes to revive our frozen souls. At night, Xuexiang lit up like a winter festival. Lanterns glowing, steam from food stalls rising, music playing, people actually dancing in snow boots. There were dog sleds, reindeer rides, alpacas posing for photos, and even a chow chow died like a panda. We checked into Heilongjiang Changbai Hotel, and the moment we entered, heated floor. We stood there in silence for a full 3 seconds. Pure happiness. Day 7, breakfast, then Datu Tingze Mountain. It was packed. Everyone lining up for snow activities. First ride, snow tank. Second ride, snowmobile, also known as my near-death snow roller coaster experience. The original seating plan was romantic. Husband in the middle, me hugging from the back. But after seeing people violently bouncing at the back, my survival mode activated. I swapped last minute and sat in the middle. The moment it started, speed, ice, sharp turns, I held onto the driver like I was clinging to life itself. Husband helped me like a backpack, and after we stopped, he said I almost fell off. If I was the one sitting behind, I'll be in Siberia right now. After surviving, we went straight to food stores instead of taking aesthetic photos because warm first, content later. Then we took a few quick photos with a snowmobile before heading back down on the snow tank, straight into the smell of grilled beef. We bought one instantly and it was awesome. We went to another snow area for tubing, but honestly, after Mudanjiang, this felt like snow play light versions. Still fun though. Guide asked if we wanted to walk deeper into snowy forest for atmosphere. We were tired but say yes, and I'm glad we did. The snow, the trees, the wild deer, the blue sky, beautiful. Then I got tired again and took a shortcut out before everyone else. Oops, dinner time again. Fried yellow cornmeal buns stuffed with pickled vegetables. Surprisingly good. Then we went to St. Sophia Cathedral and Zhongyang Street, glowing with lights, Russian architecture, festive energy. Ate the famous ice cream. Yes, ate ice cream at -15 degrees. Zero regret. Final dinner was hot pot in an ice dome at Ice Palace by Songpei Shangri-La. Eating hot pot while freezing is survival challenge unlocked. Everyone kept jackets fully zipped. Even the soup boiled slowly. But once the food hit our stomachs, instant happiness. We ended the night checking into Stegenberger Hotel. Fully fed, slightly frozen, but deeply content. Last day, after breakfast, we headed to Volga Manor, a full-on Russian-style park in Harbin. Petrol Palace, Snow Maiden Castle, St. Nicholas Church, even a unicorn playground. Everything looked straight out of a snow fairy tale. Horses and ponies just strolling like locals. Casual. Lunch followed, and one standout dish, fermented cabbage with pork blood sausage in sour broth. Interesting, tangy, good in small emotional doses. We stopped by the Harbin Grand Theatre, futuristic, sculpted like a frozen wave, award-winning, stunning, and very photogenic. Final destination, Harbin Ice and Snow World, a glowing ice kingdom with neon castles, ice slides, Ferris wheel, and thousands of people happily freezing for content. Walking around felt like being inside a frozen fantasy city. Absolute magical ending to the trip. And just like that, our Harbin adventure came to an end. From snow village to ice palaces to endless feast, it was freezing, magical, chaotic, delicious, and unforgettable. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, comment your favorite moment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next adventure.